In the rusty family, two dogs on a mission. Television gold, ain't no intermission. Wild antics, blanks got the crowd all wishing. Laughter's currency, big fame, the commission. Rusty in the corner, players wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all on track. Smash hit moments, all stripping from the mat. Tim and Rusty run the show, ain't no stopping. Every episode, side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim spitting jokes like a pro magician's wand. Rusty bringing back up, both tight like a bond. Audience cracking up from dusk until dawn. Comedy duo, yeah, that's the unbreakable bond. Shenanigans break the fourth wall, candid confessions. Each episode a lesson in laughter professions. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an evening here. We could not put it on the recording because of the music playing, but we just had about 10 minutes of
You were gone for 20 minutes. What
No
are you talking
Limit
about?
Pro. Just the crowd, working the crowd, cheering, dancing with them. However, you know, if Nate and Matt were on it, they'd have the same, if they were on the right side of the ring.
They do the same thing.
Anyway, we got No Limit Pro, RWF's No Limit Pro, Mike Cobb, and Just That Vicious JDV, the tag team champions. Dud. What a dud. Did you hear that bell ring?
You sabotaged the bell. Don't.
Anyway, there's a finesse about it. Anyway, there are our tag champions, and they're taking on very worthy opponents, Landon Bradley and Nate Starr, Future Over Feelings. And Nate Starr has been a tag team champion about everywhere there is to be a tag team champion throughout his career. These belts could change hands tonight. They almost did last show. Look at that. That was a nice little maneuvers to get out, but he didn't do a fist.
Oh, another one.
Do another fist. But I don't care.
Not a fist, a forearm.
First one was a fist.
It was a forearm.
The last two, first one fist. Fist.
That's a forearm across the back.
Nope, fist in the head. I don't care though. I like it.
No, you did. Every other time you say, I don't like it.
No, I never say that. I like it when they break the rules.
I have recordings.
It's boring. It's boring when they don't break the rules. And nobody can break the rules like Nate Starr. Just wait. Okay, Matt.
You haven't seen, his brother
Okay, Matt
definitely
Starr
does.
can.
Yes.
He can outdo him. And his dad can.
Oh, what a knee to the face.
I just love JDV so. Look out, Austin.
Oh.
Sort of a springboard
Kick
claymore.
to the face.
So.
I want to see Landon Bradley and JDV just in a one-on-one match.
Oh, we're talking.
I want to see that, man.
That'd be one of the most exciting matches.
Yes.
Or LBK. Throw him in the mix with those.
Nah, LBK's too old for them. Them two.
He can whip both their tails right now.
No, he couldn't.
Oh, yeah. He has. Anyway, I'd like to see that too. I'd love to see it.
I want to see them two one-on-one.
Well, in this match, all four of these guys can do the high impact, high flying, death-defying moves. But JDV and Landon, they're above and beyond. They can create moves on the moment. We've seen Landon do that many times.
Give me that 10. 10. That was a 10.
Anyway.
What's this here where all night people have been trying to pin their opponent with their hand on their chest? That doesn't work.
I agree. Now, if I'd have said that, you'd say, yes, it does.
No, I wouldn't have. I would have never said that.
You always say things like that. So, Landon came in, and Mike Cobb threw him around. Now, you're going to have to give the experience. I'd say Nate and Mike have got pretty much.
They're the veterans.
Yeah, they're both got equal experience, equal enough. Both of them have been in all their adult life and part of their children's life.
I remember Mike when he first started. He started about the same time.
Well, I think Big Man's probably old enough to nearly be his dad, and it's his brother that he wrestled with. I mean, he's at least 10 years older. And Mike, so he's been in it all his life. But now here we go. We got the match. But anyway, this is just a great matchup.
This would be a main event anywhere else.
Well, I was going to say, like I said, and that's our newsletter. This is anywhere.
These two need to let gravity forget about gravity and just go to the top.
I agree.
Oh.
Fly.
What is this going on? Oh!
Oh!
Whoa!
That is a TM! Whoa, inside and out. Yeah, well, yeah.
That's the thing about Austin. You get undistracted one little bit, that's it.
True.
Punch to the gut by Mike Cobb to Landon Bradley, who's trapped in the corner. Landon Bradley's just getting knocked around.
Well, I was trying to see what I wrote here.
Mike Cobb is a world-class wrestler.
Either one of these teams, anywhere they go.
I mean, you have two former world champions in the ring.
You do. Well, and Nate and Mike have both held those type of titles.
Now they're doing what they're supposed to do to Mike Cobb. Keep him grounded, take out his knees.
Yeah. Now Cobb brings in he's a bigger man.
But
he brings in the strength.
He still has that power. He can still ground him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Cobb's got the strength. He's bigger in upper body. That'd be the only advantage here.
You know, I am surprised that there hasn't been any outside interference from Tweedledee and Tweedledee.
Why would that surprise you?
Because they haven't done anything yet. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Well, which one's dumb?
You take your pick.
Austin.
Well, another one's Tweedledee.
Look at this little girl over here.
Which little?
Our young woman. She's just all excited.
They're cheering on.
She's jumping up and down. I guess I ought to put the camera on it. Well, she stopped. She was all excited about what was happening.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good for Mike.
Don't count him out yet.
Well, he just took a double.
That's a knockout.
Yeah.
He might be done.
Flatliner.
He might be done. What is Austin
dancing?
dancing?
It's still going to take a little while to get. It's still going to take a lot.
You know, Austin might ought to try out for the Titans. He blocked JDV. He blocked Nate Starr. Oh, so
that was a low blow. But Austin,
very low.
He doesn't see anything. He needs new glasses. How come y'all don't? How come RW up there to buy him new glasses?
You gotta appreciate Landon Bradley. I know you don't appreciate anything, but you gotta appreciate
a lot.
You gotta appreciate Landon Bradley. Oh, Mike Cobb can out-cheat anybody, and he has.
He has not cheated not a single time.
He threw the first fist, then he went to forearm.
It was a forearm.
They all saw it. It's on camera.
You're getting like Austin. You're seeing stuff.
I came back and said the second one was a forearm. First one was a fist. Reverse atomic drop. Now a neck breaker. Boy, he measured that. Matt's posing. Don't give Cobb time.
No, do not give him time.
He spit on JDV.
That's one thing you don't want to do. You do not want to give him time. There's another forearm shot from Landon Bradley.
Reversal.
Oh, turned him inside out.
Whoa. That was more like a whip than a clothesline.
Yeah.
He went back, almost touched the ropes.
Mike, both of these guys need to make a tag.
What is on the back of Nate's tights?
What is the? Looks like a
Insecurity.
case. There's a tag. Both guys made a tag.
Whoa,
JDB's
now
coming in
that
a
was a fist.
fire.
And I don't care.
That was a fist.
I just want you to realize it was.
I just said it was a fist.
JDB is my wrestling grandson. I'm proud of everything he does.
I don't know what Austin is looking at.
As is Landon Bradley. This JDB claims it, Landon won't.
JDB's taking it to Nate Starr. What are they planning now? Uh-oh. Oh, that was a forearm shot.
I remember what I had written. JDB is like a young Mike Cobb.
Yeah, he is.
Fitting image. Oh, that was good.
Uh-oh.
And Landon Bradley, his wrestling style is like a young Nate.
Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh.
There's that 3D.
Bring the bell.
We got a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a winner.
Hey, which one is their music?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match is still your RWF Tag Team Champions, Mike Cobb and JD Lee. Once again, we celebrate. I know all of you just witnessed that blatant robbery that just happened. Blatantly stole the win. For the win. You gotta be cowards. Always gotta be cowards. Let me tell you something. Tell you something. In my mind, in Future Over Feelings, we're 2-0 over you. Mentality, we say winning over you. We win every time we face you, because we're one step closer. Our road to those titles are not coming to an end. Whatever we got to do, we're going to do it. You're going to give us another title shot. You boys want a title shot, huh?
First of all, I got a question. I got a serious question. Are you done or are you finished? The next thing I want to say, is RWL. RWL, do me a favor and turn me up. Nah, we can do better than that. I need to feel this building shake. I said, RWL, turn me up. You talking about a title shot? You talking about you deserve another title shot? Matter of fact, Let me tell you, hold on, don't go nowhere. Listen, you say that y'all are 2-0 against us, right? So how about this? Y'all want this title shot, right? Y'all want a rematch? How about this? How about next month? Us two versus you two. Gallatin street fight right here in the National Guard Armory. Who want to see the street fight between JDV and Mike Cobb versus Future Over Feelings, huh?
Welcome to TMTV, the Tim and Rusty Show right here on September 30th. It is glad to have you with us. We already got some people that's been commenting and been watching the great tag match. Once again, that match could be a main event anywhere you want to go. You had 4 of the best competitors in the business. There's none better than the veteran Mike Cobb or Nate Starr. Well, there are, but there aren't. You understand what I'm saying? And then these 2 young guys, JDV and Landon Bradley, they're perpetual motion. They create moves as they go.
Well, Future Over Feelings, even if you like them or hate them, they do come out and they move the crowd either one way or the other. You cannot doubt that they're going to come out and they're going to put on a show.
That's true. Well, same way with No Limit Pro. If you'll remember, 3 shows ago,
I've got to go do
Cobb
something real
and
quick.
JDV were the biggest heels in the building or in the area, but now, as long as you let them go, they don't even have to wrestle. They just dance around. They play with the fans. I think it went 10 minutes last week after the show. It was great. Or was that before the show? I guess it's before the show. You just kept on playing their music, and we've got some really good crowd movers.
I'm sorry, we had an echo. I had to fix that.
Fix what?
We had an echo. Yeah. Anyways, it's good to have everyone watching tonight. Got a lot of people watching tonight. Brian Burke on the watch. That Austin Cruz. Julie's out there. Bruce Webb. He's still awake out there at the nursing home.
Julie probably just went over there and gave him a pudding cup.
But good to see everyone in the chat room.
You say Austin Cruz?
Austin Cruz told you to shut up. I popped it up on the screen.
What are you talking about?
When you was telling everybody hi, you didn't even say hi to him, I don't think.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I got a whole list. If his name is Austin, I said hello to him. If it's not, okay.
We had a great show this past Saturday night. We went to PWA, this benefit show, and I do not have my notes from that. Do you have notes from that?
Yes, I do. And yours.
I think I can recall. Oh, there's my notes right there.
Excuse me, folks.
How'd you know my notes are right there?
This is 50 pounds lighter. Go back in the history and look. I need 50 more, I know.
This past Saturday night, we had a memorial show for Tina Mama Williams. She's grandmother of Drew Weatherby and Kevin Weatherby. And we had a great card of action.
Well, it started out with Carnage Michaels versus Chris Crow.
Austin Cruz, you are terrible for saying that.
And Chris Crow, he is the man with the
Austin Cruz says he can't wait for Escobar to take care of that Jezebel, Julie. Now, I don't think Julie is a Jezebel.
Now, she has been, but she's not now.
Rusty.
She's a respectable woman.
Want to match with Rusty after you get through beating down Escobar?
She's like Miss Kitty on Gunsmoke. Now think about Miss Kitty, but then she runs a bar and everything, and she blah blah blah. But she's the most respectable woman in the city. Well, that's okay.
I want to come back to
Julie Steele, most respectable woman RWF or anywhere she goes.
I'll come back to this past Saturday night's PWA show here in just a little bit.
Okay.
I want to go to
talk about Chris Crow though.
I want to talk about RWF Wrestling first. Our show last 3 Saturdays ago, September 20th. What a great card we've had. November was supposed to be our 2-year anniversary show. We will not have a show in November. We can't get the building. They're having guard drills and stuff like that. So our 2-year anniversary we will have in December. But we have just been
And that's
a profitable
where we
promotion from day one, pretty much. And
That's where we came to Gallatin too. So that's
yeah, we were in
It's
Gallatin.
sort
Our
of-
first show in Gallatin was in December
so it's
2 years
sort
ago.
of
So
is
actually,
our reunion.
it's
show.
a 2-year anniversary show for Gallatin anyway. But our 2-year overall anniversary would have been November. We did
Now-
our first show in Lafayette.
It's probably going to be difficult because 2 years in a row, Mike Cobb faced Larry Cooter.
Hey, Mike White.
at that show. So
Mike White says, "What's up?"
hey, Mike. Who is Mike White?
That's Richard Lowe.
Richard Lowe. Can we say that on Richard?
I wish he
miss-
was out of retirement.
I miss Richard. Yeah, we could put that women's title on him if he wants it. You know,
The women's title,
well, he's
he could be a light heavy. He can be a cruiserweight now.
Yeah, I mean,
Compared to what back in 2004, he would be a cruiserweight now.
people move crowds. You were talking earlier about future over feelings. Every one of them can move the crowd, but Richard Lowe can get it out, the pop or the boo, the heat out of an orange. I think he just got it.
If you hear Poker Face start playing from his theme music, Poker
Oh.
Face,
You wasn't sure exactly where you were going there, but anyway, just
Anthony
since you were
Williams says,
talking
"What's
about-
up?" But if I'm not mistaken, I think Anthony. Are you one of the guys that have been training with PWA, or is it your brother that's been training? I know that the trainees in PWA
Yes.
this coming Friday night will be in a battle royal. All those guys have been going to school there.
6 guys and 2 girls. And
But here's the deal: I
mine
won't be
money's on the
there.
girl.
You're gonna have to make sure you record it. And back your camera. I need to give you some tips on your camera work. You've got your camera too close. You need to back it out a little bit to get everything in the ring. Mike White says he wants to come visit soon. We would love to have you come visit soon. Our next show is October the 18th, RWF in Gallatin, Tennessee. But I will not be able to be there Friday night because,
critique me on the air.
of course, a lot of people already know I do the music for Gallatin High School football.
Yes.
Mr. Hosier has
If
done
you
the
you don't listen because he says it every show we have.
Mr. Hosier, who does the announcing for Gallatin High School, this is his 51st year coaching or
Wow.
announcing. He's been it's been his voice every Friday night.
Your dad might have been in high school then,
No, my dad went to Portland High School,
but I mean, he could. That was.
but
He might have been in high school. Then.
But Mr. Hosier, he had a medical condition this past Sunday. We're not sure if he'll be there this Friday night or not. So I may have to announce the Gallatin High School football game, which I've done JV games and a freshman game here and some middle school stuff.
girls
before.
softball,
girls
and
softball,
basketball.
and basketball every year. I do the basketball.
You've done baseball too.
Yeah.
Here, did you?
But that would be probably. I think there's never been another voice on a Friday night in 51 years. So I hope I think he was going to retire after this year anyway. But I'm hoping he can make it, so I don't have to worry about doing. Because I do the lights now. We have these new lights.
Well, we also want him
So-
well. So let's be sure and send our prayers up to Jesus that he just raises him up and lets him finish out his year. I'm for you doing.
Oh yeah.
Being the man.
I
there,
don't want
but
to take over
always-
quite yet. Right
Yeah.
yet.
But let's let him go out. Not sickly, but let's let him go out with dignity.
But
and
we
honor.
I was called by the school just as a backup plan, just in case, because we know how Mr. Hosier is. He is tough as nails, and if he can be there, he's going to be there. So,
He's like the football players.
yeah. But so that's Friday night. So PWA is going to have their trainees in a battle royal Friday night. So that should be interesting.
Unless there is some real emergency, 911 emergency, I will be there.
Okay, let's go back to RWF on September 20th. You just saw the one match on there. Are we opened up with Xavier Michaels taking on Johnny Bandana in a number one contender spot for the United States title, and it needed to be a double count out. So after the double count out, they're like, well, okay, so who's going to be the number one contender? I was like, okay, both of you are the number one contender. Ever who comes out of tonight as the United States champion between Austin Cruz and Jason Xavier, we're in a three-way dance for the United States title on October the 18th. Of course, Austin Cruz got a win against Jason Xavier. And so now, coming up in October, we will have a three-way dance for the United States title. Austin Cruz versus Xavier Michaels versus Johnny Bandana. So, and I'm pretty sure we're going to hear the crybaby in Austin Cruz talking about, I got to take on two people. That's not fair. Blah, 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 blah.
You just put that human wrecking ball on both of them if you can catch them. That's the problem. And I was really impressed, with both these guys, with Xavier Michaels. You know, we go back to when he was a teenager, saw his, I believe, his first match, if not his right close. And then Johnny Bandana, he's been around. I keep finding he first is 16 years. And Kerry Awful told me he's been wrestling 24 years, not Kerry. Bandana. And I'm just impressed he could still go. And he.
Well, first time we saw Johnny Bandana was at Overdrive Wrestling.
Yeah,
We had all those big names there. Like, he was there not the first show of Overdrive, but I think it was the second show.
Yeah, going to wrestle. Chris Michaels' opponent didn't show up. Johnny came out of the crowd. I mean, this was not a kayfabe alert, not a setup thing. He was sitting in the crowd watching it. He had dreads then too.
Yeah.
And he gave Chris Michaels everything.
That was probably one of the best matches of the night.
Now, Chris Michaels said it was one of his best matches too. Johnny's just good. Well, I was so impressed because Johnny got up after Xavier beat him down, and he beat Xavier back down. I love that fire. He'll do whatever it takes to win. If he has to break a rule, he'll break a rule. We know Xavier. He keeps trying to be a fan
Frank
favorite,
Griffin,
but he can't.
Frank Griffin was like, he said good evening, but he said it was the second show. It was the second Overdrive show, and Bandana tore it down. He did. And then I never saw him anymore after that until we saw him in PWA. And then, of course, I noticed he's a San Francisco 49ers fan. And, of course, I'm a 49ers fan, diehard fan. But we have had, and we've been able to work him, incorporate it into RWF, and he has been a fan favorite. And the crowd loves him. And he's had some great matches since he's been there.
If we could work this out, since you've got him here on the line and get him to sign a contract, I believe that Frank Griffin, a.k.a. Loose Cannon, has got one more in him. Every wrestler's got one more in him. And you pick who you want to go against, other than me. You've knocked me down several times, but I'm out of the picture now. I'm too old and broken down and fragile. You're not. You're still Loose Cannon. We need one more match out of you. Maybe Overdrive comes in and takes over.
You know, I was thinking about it the other day. You know, we talk about all these places always have their. We
put him up against Mike Cobb. That'd be a good.
You know, all these people always have their Hall of Fame. You know, we've never had an SWA Hall of Fame because we don't want to. There's reasons why we don't,
and it's not our
promotion.
It's not our promotion. But
I'm just wondering,
Frank would be in it.
I'm just wondering if we should go above and beyond and have a Gallatin Wrestling Hall of Fame. People that's wrestled in Gallatin, either with us in SWA or RWF,
or even Porter Show.
Because you got people like American Psycho. Would love to see these guys come one night to. And just honor them, you know, one more time, because these guys back in the day put Gallatin on the map. There were people that would come to Gallatin every Saturday night to watch SWA wrestling.
And Frank Griffin started doing that when he was 14 years. Was it 14? Anyway, started training when 14 years old, and he was great. Started out wrestling guys his own age.
He says he doesn't have one left in him. He doesn't have one left in him.
Well, then you need to get in shape. Start some road work.
I got you some Ozempic if you need some Ozempic.
Brett, you saying this Cannon's overweight?
No, I'm just saying it will actually Ozempic makes you feel younger.
He'll just be big boned. No, I could sit in the car
and drive it slowly and let you run behind me chasing a banana or something. Banana
Hey,
split.
going back into Pee Wee when he trained to be.
We're going to get him.
Remember,
ready.
I went and watched Pee Wee train at the. I went as Pee Wee trained at the old. He went over to the park and was riding the little horses instead of training. I had to get onto it, and then we went to the
What'd you
Methodist
say?
church and ran laps around the building.
Are you talking about Loose Cannon?
No, we're talking about Pee Wee. Remember
Oh,
Pee Wee came
no,
out,
yeah.
the referee Pee Wee, and he
Oh,
came out
yeah,
and boxed
Pee Wee
with Buddy
Not
Savage.
Herman, Pee Wee, yeah. Pee Wee was a lot of fun. He was a good referee as far as referees go. But yeah, come on, Frank.
But anyway, back to our show. Our second match, Austin Cruz defeated Jason Xavier to hold on to the United States title. Then our match number 3, we had Kenny South and Carnage, Big Man Carnage. They took on Classic Man and Kid Scorpion. Kid Scorpion got a pinfall win over Kenny South. Of course, Kid Scorpion keeps screaming he wants a title shot. He wants a title shot.
You're going to
I
take
am
it away
believing-
from him. So
I am believing that Kid Scorpion is better now than what he was back when he was in SWA.
I think he is.
Even after setting out for almost 10 years.
Did he really set out that long?
It's close to it.
Wow,
It was
but
a while.
he came back. There was no ring rust from Rick.
I think he's matured mentally in the ring.
he thinks it through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hard to outfox the fox. He is, maybe better outfox the coyote. He has got it. The ring savvy, he ring wise, ring general. He knows when to break the rules. So he's supposed to be, not. He's a
Jesse
fan
James,
favorite.
I want to bring. Got a lot of people right here mentioning stuff tonight. So Jesse James says he's been sick for 2 months or longer, still having a lot of problems. He's missed wrestling, and everyone there. He hopes that he can maybe come back soon when he gets better. I can't see more right now, but we want to give our thoughts and prayers out to Jesse James.
Please.
I know he had that shoulder surgery, and I'm not sure if that's anything he's having issues with or not.
Well, he had knee surgery too.
Oh.
And then there's some other. His wife has had some health issues too. It's been hard for him.
Now, our next match of the night we had was Big Bad Barney, Triple B,
Chad.
Chad Hyatt. He said he wanted to be known as Big Bad Barney,
He was big, he was bad, and he was Purple Barney.
and he took on Colton Christ, who did a good job.
Why would you put a 400-pounder giant, 6'6", 400-pound, maybe 350, against 160-pound?
David and Goliath.
Well,
You got to have some faith.
There for a moment, it looked like Colton. That was one of Colton's best matches. He put the man down several times. That missile drop kick from the top. There's a couple of kicked his leg out from under him, kicked him out. I was impressed with Colton. He's got some weird looking eyes. If you ever get up close to him, look at his eyes. They're sort of like a husky. Those white, bluish. They look right through you.
Then we
Scary.
had Noah Richards, first debut. Noah Richards debuted in RWF, took on King James,
Oh yeah.
and King James got the pinfall win.
Hey, so I'm trying to find out because he came there wanting to wrestle King James. I thought you got history. You both guys have been in the business a while. You've been up down the roads, and he said, "No, I've never seen him till tonight.
I don't know what he looks like, but I'm going to beat him up.
Show me who he is. I hate him."
We should have pointed out somebody else and had him beat up somebody else.
Showed him Chad, Big Bad Barney.
That's him right there.
I don't think it'll matter to him. He said, "I've never, but show me who he is. I'm going to beat him up here in the locker room." No, well, he's in the other locker room. But anyway, he was just, I hate him. He went after him like he hated him.
Then we had LBK take on Drew Weatherby for the Cruiserweight title. LBK held on to win the match. Only way he didn't have that match, that match was after. I'm sorry, we flipped those matches. We had the tag team match, which you just saw, which Landon Bradley and Nate Starr took on Matt Cobb and JDV. You saw that at the beginning of the show. If you joining us in between, towards the middle of this, go back and watch the live stream where it starts off. It has the match, great match. I mean,
I've already started out saying
it could be a main event in any venue.
Anything Mike Cobb can do, Nate Starr can do, anything Landon could do, JDV can do it. If one may do it something a little bit better, while the other one does something else a little bit better, just back and forth. That title could go either way next show.
Now,
and it's a street fight. That's
street
my
fight.
that's my
Y'all
coach
for street
JDV.
fight.
But Nate Starr's been in. We saw his very first hardcore match against Desperado and Gangster, and you don't get any badder than those two. Came out with a concussion too.
Now we're going back to LBK took on Drew Weatherby. This is for the cruiserweight title. LBK got the win. I believe it was by disqualification. Wasn't it? And I know that there was interfere. Jacob Escobar comes out
Yes.
and attacked Julie Steele at ringside, and then while that was happening, Matt Starr intervened. And
If it wasn't a DQ, it was
something
it
of
wasn't
that nature.
DQ. I think it's DQ.
There was so much stuff happening,
because they were bothering Julie.
but they were beating down Julie Steele, and then
Austin Cruz,
LBK tried to help her.
he came
this is
running in and hit her in the back with a forearm. The 300-pound Austin Cruz. I'm so proud of you, Austin.
Well, proud of him.
Oh, I'm saying, but Julie's going to get you. We've seen back in the day Julie whip a man more than once. We need to turn them loose. So we are going to, aren't we?
Didn't your mama teach you not to hit women?
Oh,
Oh, wait, we live in a society now that they don't know what a
no,
woman is.
I never hit a woman, but once again, I wasn't promoting that. I was just saying he's got his coming up, and he's going to get it.
I don't know if you watch Ben Shapiro.
We saw Julie take 5 or 6 big shots.
Do you watch
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
Shapiro? Well, he was in a
think
talk thing with this man that thought he was a woman, and he kept
he
on
pointed
talking
that out real quick, I'm
This
sure.
and this woman starts telling him, you're going to leave here in a body bag if you keep on. You know what I would? And she kind of, what he should have said in that moment.
Woman that looked like David Matthews, that kind of band woman.
No, but what he should have said was, "My mama taught me not to hit women." But then again, you're not
a woman.
And later out. No.
If he would have, oh man,
Wait a second. Austin Cruz says, "Is Julie a woman?" Yes, she's a woman.
she is a woman. Oh, yeah, you know she is. Anyway, we want. I try not to.
Anyway,
say anything
That's set up for something coming up next month here on October 18th.
So we have a
We
match
have
sign with
we have a match signed, and I'm gonna have that card. I'm gonna work on that card tonight, and tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get a picture up on there. The picture I got for Jacob Escobar is hilarious. But Jacob Escobar is going to be in the match.
And
It's
he
gonna
could,
be-
now Jacob's a wrestler too. He has wrestled as well as refereed, as promoted. He's done everything there is to do in wrestling. He's done it.
But it's going to be an intergender match, even though Jacob Escobar is not an intergender. But you could call it that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we
He
can.
never- no,
it's Jacob
He
Escobar.
is straight as an arrow, and he has never claimed anything but that. He is a male wrestler. You booking a male wrestler against a female wrestler.
What we're going to do
Female retired
is
wrestler.
LBK is going to team up with Julie Steele and take on Jacob Escobar and Matt Starr. This is going to be our main event, and it's going to be a trick-or-treat match where we have trick-or-treat bags with weapons, either tricks or treats in them. So,
We had to put Blackthorn in one of those bags. You got
so
a big one?
hey,
That's a scary thing to pull out of a bag.
somebody might want to whoop that trick.
Okay.
No, but I think I'm just wondering. I think we're gonna have a bra in one.
No, I don't know if you can do that because of Julie. That might be offensive.
She might be the one to bring the bra and put it on Escobar. And then we will make it an intergender. Once he gets the bra on, it's an
He's
intergender
got
match.
that tape that he uses. So, that's going to be a good. I request that if you have everything and work it that way, that we see that match. In the
Do you
next
want to see
week or
that
two.
picture of Escobar? Because
I've got it, but I
Brian
want
Burkon
everybody
has
to see it.
just mentioned it because he saw it.
I'd like for everybody to see that match
I'm going to show this picture.
because it's good. Anyway, so don't count Julie Steele out. She took at least 4 big bumps right there and still walked out.
Okay, let me see if is this getting a good picture of this.
Wow.
Now, I'm not sure what this tape is over the breast area.
It's support.
What's he support?
You know, like when you get a pull on your muscle and you run that tape down your muscle on your arm or your shoulder, your leg. Like Jason Xavier wears that shoulder thing from time to time.
But I'm gonna make the card this week. That picture's gonna be on there. I'm gonna do this card where it's got the matches on there, not just pictures of everybody. And I'm gonna make extra cards to bring. If you want to get one, you can come by the table and get it and get autographs on it this week or this month.
Of course, they could always do that with a newsletter, but still.
Yeah. But,
In fact, we started out the newsletter with a autograph page, but then we have so much to put in it now. We need to set up a match where we need to get Ryan Xavier back with his daddy. There is a rift between them. He can't come to the shows anymore because they had some big fight somewhere else, and I just don't like it. I like Ryan there, and I want him to still be able to do his dad's opponent's super kicks and whatever. What do we do? Can you work that out?
I'm not sure.
We need them back together.
Then our main event on the 20th was Matt Starr taking on Larry Cooter for the RWF heavyweight title. And Matt Starr is our new heavyweight champion. Well, he's had it before, but he has won that once again. But now,
so this have we finished our?
Yeah, go ahead.
This Saturday night is a Saul reunion, and Saul and USWO. That's why I say reunion, and it'll be at 7 p.m. National Guard Armory in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you want to go back and write the address down, 2350 Armory Drive, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 37129. And it's going to have a whole card of action. Jeremiah Plunkett, our good buddy, will be there against Royal Prestige. And Derek Neal's going to be there, Majestic, and
I haven't seen Derek
Tavon
Neal in a
Jordan.
while.
There's going to be LT Falk and Chris Crow. We saw Chris Crow. He's back in the area. He didn't need to trim down, but he did. He's chiseled out. He's got those spring-loaded legs at PWA last Saturday.
Now, Timmy's not going to be there. Timmy usually does the booking on the show, but
that's Crawl.
Shane Morton. Is
So
taking
you're
care
not
of all
going to
that.
lose anything. Come to get Shane Morton's autograph. He is literally a legend, and I wouldn't doubt he will keep the order if order needs to be kept. And LT and Chris Crow Beach. Let's see, Bubba Brewer, Vic the Bruiser. Oh, Vic the Bruiser. He's retired, so
Yeah, is he coming out of retirement?
he does a match every now and then, according to his Facebook. Check out Vic the Bruiser's. Oh, what is his name?
Oh, we saw
He's got some really good live.
Big Man Malachi.
live post.
Malachi interfered in a match this past week or this
He
past
was in a
month
match.
for RWF.
Oh, RWF.
Yeah. Now is Malachi there? He's not on that card. is he?
He's not on it, but on the Saturday card in PWA, he was the fourth man.
He was the fourth man,
and he
and
got
then-
into it with the Stars.
And Landon Bradley. I hope he's doing better.
He concussed him.
I believe he got a concussion Saturday night.
If he didn't,
he was chokeslammed
he was
by the big
fortunate.
man. While he was getting chokeslammed, Austin Cruz. It was so funny. Austin Cruz was trying to come in there to help, and the big man.
Just put a foot right in his chest. Is what I mean. You
big
saw that
man-
number 16 hit him right from his. That's a big chest, from stomach to neck, and he fell like a tree.
Oh, you know about where he booted? But gave
Yeah,
him the
just
boot.
put that
Yes.
boot
I was
right
standing
there.
I was right outside the ring, right behind him, and I saw the boot. I heard the thud from the boot hitting him.
Thud.
I laughed. I apologize. My phone rang there, folks. Please don't call. We don't take phone calls on set unless it's Perry Lewis, who was on here and said how.
If Frank, if you want to call in, I'm sure Tim will take
I need
your
to set
call.
it up to where we put something on speaker. I've got my extra phone, but that number's not what everybody has, so I'd have to give that to. I do think we had someone call in on it one night. I think Malachi called in on it one night.
And Blackthorn a couple of times, I believe.
Because I can mic it up and still hear on.
By the way, update.
microphone.
Blackthorn is well back, able to do his shoot job as he's always done. It will be a while before he's back in the ring, probably indefinitely. He may not do it. He may choose to do it, but anyway, just still keep him in your prayers because he's a good brother and good friend of wrestling everywhere he goes. Back to Frank Griffin. Can I go there one more time down memory lane? We have seen him come off that top rope in a cage with, I called it the cannonball splash, on a table. I believe that's on American Psycho. If not,
Classic
he
Man
did it
says
several
wants some
people.
more Kenny South. We can make that happen.
Classic Man wants Kenny South?
Yeah.
I thought it was, I guess Scorpion's already through with Kenny South. Yeah, that'd work. That'd be a good match. You got two old veterans, and Ken the Bruiser would like to punch around on Classic Man. And then we saw him take, not once, but 3 times, do that sidewalk slam or power bomb on the hard oak floor, Frank, on Corbin. And then he did it again. That was in the VFW Hall in Gallup. And then he did it again some years later at the Armory in Lafayette on the concrete floor. It's like, and Matt says, I didn't even know when the third one came. Anyway, it was fun. So we need to find that. I'm sure I've got it somewhere, or you do. I'd like to see that again. Anyway, come back, Frank. We need you one more match.
Whoa,
Against Matt Corbin. Ooh. I just signed a great match.
we saw Psycho Medic in action this past Saturday night at the PWA show. I think he's going to be back in action at RWF in December.
Yes.
But I did the announcing for PWA last Saturday night. But we start off with Carnage Michaels taking on Chris Crow. You mentioned Chris Crow back in action in the Middle Tennessee area.
He has been everywhere, and I'm glad he's back in the area because, he's literally been everywhere. Look at Chris Crow's Facebook page. He's got matches like Toby Farley. It's a who's who of wrestling wherever he's at.
Austin Cruz says he wants to take care of Mike Cobb. I don't know if he wants that or not. No. Austin Cruz against Mike Cobb.
I don't know. That'd work.
That'd be a great match.
Yeah.
But I would want to see Austin Cruz against Malachi. See if he can get kicked down the mat once again.
They're the same size except height. If you get him down on the ground, he's just as big as Malachi. So and 20 years younger. Well, but not quite that.
I'll let you give the insight on some of these matches because I was in the ring announcers. You took more notes than I did.
Well, once again,
David Matthews is watching tonight.
Sons of
David
Wrestling.
Matthews.
Anthony.
Well, you're gonna go in order. Start with match number 1.
No, I've already mentioned it, but I'll do it again because I love the match. Carnage Michaels come back from close to a year hiatus. A young man, and different than Scorpion's hiatus. Anyway, took on the spring-loaded Chris Crow. Once again, you look. He's just wrestling. He could have been Mr. Wrestling number 2. He's just great. But Carnage gave him all he could handle, except with a spear, which is interesting. One with a spear because he's a high flyer. But he used a power move, and it was good. Of course, he's a big, powerful man, too. Then Austin Cruz, a U.S. champ, took on Psycho Medic. That was a good one. There's a lot of
there's a lot of future over feelings interfering.
But
they always got to put their nose in there. And Austin Cruz said he'd squish Mike Cobb. I would, if that match ever takes place, you're still going to have all those future over feelings morons at ringside.
Well,
did I call them morons on live TV? I'm sorry.
Well, you quit calling them punks. So
those punk morons. Those punk morons.
Well, I look at the other side. You might have all those No Limit Pro guys. There's 4 or 5 of them that come to our show. You put a Big Man Carnage in a JDV in there.
It just might be the faction that's able to overtake
a Sky Black
future over feelings.
Yeah, it would be a battle, but that'd be a great like they had that 4-man versus 4-man. That would be a great show for us sometime too. Anyway, let's see back here to the luscious one. David Matthews was there versus
But
Kid Scorpion.
You passed. You didn't. You skipped a match.
Oh yeah, Sons of
Sons
Wrestling.
of Wrestling.
Luis Antonio and Anthony Ray, Sons of Wrestling, took on No Limit Pro and I'm going to say RWF's Mike Cobb and JDV. And it is a great match. Rough and tumble Anthony Ray. The anchor, and Lewis goes in and does a bunch of high flying stuff, but Mike Cobb just sort of has a way of stopping all that. And JDV, who could keep up with him? Once again, just take a moment of we're sorry for the loss of your father, Lewis and Anthony, Mark Dunovan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. The Honey Badger. He passed away about a month ago. Good man, professional wrestler, a good Christian man, and we just still send our prayers out to them. And go to either one of their Facebook pages. You can read about that and see a lot of their matches. Anyway, No Limit Pro has got a show coming up. Let me see, when is it? It's a trick or treat show. I'll look that up when I quit talking to get the exact date. As they got one, it's you can't take my candy too, or something like that. Anyway, and then of course the luscious one, David Matthews, Kid Scorpion, added into the DQ. Scorpion won.
That's when all the students from the.
I'm not sure if it's really a DQ or no contest. The wrestling school ran in, all 8 of them, and they were. I don't even know what they were doing. They were everywhere.
I marked it down as a no contest because I never saw anybody raise anybody's hand.
Yeah, I think that's what it was instead of a DQ, because they didn't run in. They were hitting everybody. They were just anxious to get in, and that sounds like a Matt Starr type of. Just put me in, coach. And anyway, Desperado, co-owner and GM, he came in and he set order. I thought he was going to whoop some boys. They're put them over his knee, spanking whooping, belt whooping. Anyway, he put them in their place, but he said, "You want to go at it so bad? Well, next Friday night, that'll be the 3rd at PWA Gladeville Community Center. You can have a battle royal." And I'm not exactly sure. There was somebody's going to win something. Maybe a contractor. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. But there was some kind of stipulation for the winner. That might have been behind the scenes. So anyway, but then you had the Future Over Feelings, Matt, Nate, Starr, Landon, and we weren't sure. Started out being Austin, but Austin had already wrestled, and so he got substituted. Put me in, coach, for Malachi. And Malachi, the whole match, he sort of acted like he really didn't want to be in their corner. I don't know why. You know, he's taken a little bit of hiatus this summer, took some time off, and came back looking good. Anyway, they were taking on Team LBK. He is now no longer, he won't care if you call him Lightning Bolt Kid. He is LBK, but it's Lightning Billy Collins. Collins with a K, LBK, or as I can't help but call him Lightning Bolt Collins. And nothing different about him except he's not a kid anymore. Anyway, that's his words. Johnny Bandana, Brandon Wolf, Luke Cage. You get these 3 guys that are perpetual motion, and you put that big anchor of Luke Cage in there, the Cowboy. Oh, wow. I don't know if he goes by Cowboy anymore, but anyway, he's a big guy. He's probably 260 or 70. And as big as Malachi, just not quite as tall. Then that was a great match. It ended up with, who won that? I forgot. Oh, it was Team LBK won it.
Yeah.
And then Malachi turned on Matt.
Well, they turned on him. They tried to blame him for the loss.
Well, it was, I hope you're not listening because it was his fault.
Well,
I hope you're listening. I hope he's not listening because he's liable to do to me what he did. He did a double choke slam on Matt and Nate. That's about 400 pounds right there. Well, just under it. Just picked him up, tossed him down. Then he got Landon Bradley. He attacked him behind, hit him in a couple of
like
forearms.
a mosquito hit him in the back.
It's like nothing. And he just turned around, grabbed him, picked that, and Austin Cruz decided, well, the big man's going to save this team. He ran in, and that's what we were talking about. He just put that big foot right straight out, hit him squarely in the chest, and he just Malachi didn't move, and Austin. Anyway, good to see Malachi back. And enough said about that. And Drew, be sure once again send up a prayer for Landon. I need to check on him, see how he's doing. Thunder Drew Weatherby versus the Black Sheep KG Kevin Weatherby.
KJ.
Kevin James.
You say KG.
KJ. Kevin James. Kevin Weatherby. And that was the brother versus brother, first time it's ever been seen. We'll post that on our Facebook pages, and we'll probably eventually show that here. And it'll be on Billy Collins. I can say that now. Billy Collins' Facebook page. You can go find it there. It'll be on Drew Weatherby's Facebook page. I'm sure they'll redo it. And anyway, that was a great match, brother versus brother. You can't trust the Weatherby. Both of them did mean things to each other. Both of them did a good wrestling show, and it was good. And Kevin came out the winner. They hugged it out at the end, and I think Thunder even kissed Kevin. And then they about started again.
The No Limit Pro Show is on October the 26th.
October 26th. Thank you.
Thank you to Classic Man who sent that information.
It is a great card of action. I thought I meant to bring that with me, but it'll be good.
Now, our next show
too.
on October the 18th, I work on the 17th on Friday. I'm going to get off at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. As soon as I leave work Friday, I'm driving to Alabama. I'm going to see a 21 Pilots concert in Alabama.
You do that.
And then I'm going to spend the night in Alabama. Hopefully I don't run into one of my cousins and try to get married.
I thought they were all in Kentucky.
No, well, I've got some Kentucky. I got some Alabama cousins too. But anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Of course, a moment of silence for Kim. He has Alabama and Kentucky cousins.
Yeah, of course. I don't. But I'm going to after this concert. I'm going to spend the night in Alabama. I'm going to get up Saturday morning in Alabama. Hopefully, I'm not dumber than what I am now. You know how.
What time?
Then I'm going to leave there, and I'm going to be driving. It's 3 hours.
Okay.
So I'm going to be driving from Alabama back to Tennessee, hopefully, and get back in time to go get stuff ready for the show that night. So,
well, not hopefully, you will get.
I have to do it
ready for the show that night. So the 26th of September, we had a PWA show. Carry off on Johnny Bandana once again. Johnny Bandana called him out and said he deserves. He's got a win over nearly everybody in PWA, and he's given everybody in PWA their toughest match. He's been in the business. He's longer than anybody in PWA, and so he wants a match. He said, he had beat Kerry Awful the week before, show before, the September 5th show, a non-title match, and he said, I want it. So Kerry Awful, he gave him a match, but it was a qualifying match. For a number one contender, you beat me, you get your match. Anyway, so Johnny Bandana beat him. So we're going to have this Friday night at PWA. We will be having Johnny Bandana and Kerry Awful. I would not know I'm a Kerry Awful fan too, but I would not be surprised at all. I even expect Johnny Bandana, of course, and we saw a new version of Johnny Bandana. Here as of late, particularly RWF, he did a beatdown after a match on Xavier Michaels, and anyway, look out, Awful. But nobody's going to cheat like Kerry, or I should say that, stretch the rules like Kerry Awful. But Johnny can stretch rules too. Anyway, they had a 4-way dance that was there for the U.S. title. It's Austin Cruz, Carnage Michaels, Lightning Billy Collins, and Brandon Wolf. Brandon Wolf was the U.S. title holder. Brandon went out first. Then it was Carnage. Then it was LBK. And then Austin Cruz got his title back that he lost about 3 or 4 months ago. Then there was a new guy for me. He's an old veteran, but I liked him. Magic Jake Dumas. And he took on Larry Cooter. He's from Madame Gertrude, not Larry. Larry's from Hazard County. He's from Madame Gertrude's home for boys. And after seeing him, he came out smoking a cigarette and drinking from a flask. I think it's probably Wayward Boys. And he's some sort of magician too. I didn't exactly catch all that, but it reminded me tremendously of a young, handsome Jimmy. Not doing his gimmick, but just the way his body style, his hair, a lot of the things he did wrestling. But it was good. He'll be back again this coming Friday night. Then the match, not to take away from any of you others, because I don't know if you could take away from, but Dewey Barnes and Toby Farley went for it. Two hardcore legends. And we say that all the time, but these guys are that. There is a lot of literal blood, sweat, and tears, and it's usually like Drew Weatherby, your blood, your sweat, your tears, but they were everywhere, all over the place. Dewey got thrown in the chairs about 3 times, scattered them all over the place. Steve, head of security there, he gave that match 2 because he had to clean up on aisle 3 a couple of times. Anyway, then Future Over Feelings, Matt and Landon, they took on Luke Cage and Lightning Bolt Collins, Lightning Billy Collins. He double dipped somebody, double shot somebody, wasn't able to be there. Anyway, and first I thought it was going to be a handicap match, and that's what it looked like. But and I had the privilege of announcing that match. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Matt Starr and Robert and Escobar and everybody, whoever let me do it. I really appreciate it. It was fun. And what a show. Now, Tim Miner, we're gonna have to do something for Julie. Does she need to have do we need to give her some armor? She's got a bodyguard. She's got Lightning Bolt.
Where's that No Limit Pro match show going to be at? I believe
it's in Tullahoma.
Okay. Johnny Bandana is going to be there to take on Classic Man for the No Limit Pro title.
Oh yeah, it was a top-notch show. If you'll talk a moment, I'll find it.
I want to bring up NFL Pick'ems for a moment. I had a 4-game lead going into this past weekend, and I have lost that 4-game lead. I am down now. I am in second place. I'm 1 game behind my nephew Colin.
2 behind Tim Miner, 3 behind Collins. So you guys watch out. I will slowly catch.
I couldn't pick my nose if I wanted to this weekend.
I want to wish James Powell, Blackthorn's mama, happy birthday. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah, that's you got ADHD.
Probably my mama and my teachers back then, they took care of that with a belt and a paddle. So.
Do you know what you went on there to do?
Yeah,
what's on your mind?
I thought I had it where I could just pull it up.
Austin Wright says U.S. Champ is back home where it should be. Of course, I wasn't there to see that show. I know, but I wasn't there to see him win at PWA. I'm just wondering if they cheated to win that thing.
There was a little bit of interference, but there again,
little bit. There was a lot of interference if it's at Future Over Feelings.
Well, they didn't need a lot of it. Now, I did notice when Austin was not in the match, standing outside, his interference was almost null. There's one match I wasn't sure he was going to do anything.
But so a lot of good wrestling coming up here in the Mid-South area. PWA, RWF, and No Limit Pro.
And of course, that Saul and this
Saul. I don't think you're getting a card.
Yeah, it's on the.
They're getting a video.
It's a video, but the card's on the video. That's the way they did it.
Okay. Well, we'll just talk about it for a second because it is about time for us to go.
I've got it already posted on Rusty's wrestling page. Also on No Limit Pro, the card and then the video with the card. So there, we'll talk about it before that show too.
Yeah.
In October.
Well, I'm going to go over here, Rusty. I'm going to let you give the goodbyes.
Well, I'm going to get us ready to go off the air.
Do not have our producer here. Actually, I'm the producer.
Well, we do thank you for coming. For all you people that came in, sorry we might not have commented on all you that commented. We always appreciate it and hope you will like, comment, and share the Tim and Rusty show. Get it to as many as you can get. For those of you, it's promoting your wrestling shows as well as ours, and most of you that have your shows are part of ours. So we like that. And if you have other topics you'd like us to talk about, we'll consider it. Just let Tim know by messenger. And if there's some wrestler or some wrestling match from ages gone by that you'd like to hear about, I go way back. Have seen some really, really big names in wrestling throughout the years. So anyway, this is Rusty the Rep for the voice, Tim Miner. Almost saying goodbye. I got to go ahead saying goodbye and thanks for being with us, and be safe out there. And we will see you next week.